I'm going to go through a couple of the problems that are similar to I'm thinking of a number type problems. These are actually geometry problems. I'll go here. But I think you may quickly see why I think of them as I'm thinking of a number problem. So the first one is number 5. It's a basketball court. It says the perimeter of a standard basketball court is 288 feet. The length is 44 feet longer than the width. Find the dimensions. Now they are using W for the width, and they've actually identified something you can substitute here, which is the length. Length equals W plus 44 because the width is 44 longer than the width. So we can actually create two equations pretty quickly. There's a perimeter equation, which is going to be twice the width plus twice the length. So I'm going to go ahead and write that in here. So 2W plus 2, I'm going to use uppercase so it's really clear that's an L, equals 288. That's the perimeter problem, perimeter equation. And then L equals W plus 44. So that equation has been handed to us. We're saying the width is 44 less than the length, so width plus 44 gets us to the length. All right. This one is a good candidate for substitution because it's already been laid out for you like that. So I'll just copy this down here. And you would just substitute this in for L. It's actually already been stated that that's what it is. And then you would solve for W from there. I'm going to pause the video, or ask you to pause the video right now. And I'd like you to try number 6, doing the setup on your own. Assuming you have done the setup for number 6 and you're ready to see what I did. Here's the problem. The perimeter of a standard tennis court when used for doubles play is 228 feet. The width is 42 less than the length. Okay, so we know if it's a rectangle, the perimeter is 2 times the width plus 2 times the length. So we can go in here and do another one. 2W plus 2L equals 228 feet in this case. And that's our perimeter equation. And then we also know the relationship between length and width. So this is the relationship between length and width. Yes, I know there's a typo. I'll fix that. Okay, so the relationship is that length is 42, so the width is 42 less than the length, so the length is 42 more than the width. So W plus 42. So once again, we have a good candidate for substitution. I'm going to copy the perimeter equation, and we'll just replace the L with W plus 42 because that's just another way of expressing the length. And then you would go ahead and solve. Go ahead and pause the video and try solving each of these for W and then for L. And then I'll go ahead and walk through it myself. All right, assuming you are back from pausing, I'm going to walk through the solutions. So going back to number 5 with the basketball court, I've got 2, I'm going to simplify this, 2W plus 2W again, plus I'm distributing 2 times everything in here. 2 times W is 2W. 2 times 44 is 88, and that equals 288. Now, I'm going to combine my like terms. 2W and 2W is 4W. I've still got plus 88 equals 288. I'm now going to subtract 88 from both sides because I've got some addition in my way. And I get 4W equals 200. Now I divide both sides by 4, and I've got W equals 50. So my width is 50, and I can go back here and replace width with 50. So 50 plus 44 is going to be my length. And so my length will end up being 94. So that's my length. 94 is my length, and 50 is my width. All right, I'm going to do the same thing on this one. I'm going to start simplifying. So 2w plus, and I'm going to distribute 2 times w plus 42. So that's 2 times w plus 2 times 42, which is 84, which equals 228. Now I combine my like terms, my w terms, and I get 4w from 2w plus 2w, still plus 84, equals 228. I've got 4w is not isolated yet, so I need to get rid of the 84. And I've got 4w equals 228 minus 84. So if I subtract 4 from the 8, I've got 4. If I subtract 8 from the 2, I've got to borrow from the hundreds place and make the tens place at 12. So 12 minus 8 is 4. And if I borrowed from the hundreds place, that dropped down from a 200 to a 100. And so my answer there is 144. I'm still 4 times too big, so I'll divide both sides by 4. And W equals 1/4 of 144, which is 25 plus 11, because that's 44 divided by 4 is 11, and the 100 divided by 4 is 25, so 25 plus 11 is 36. So my width is 36. I'll use the relationship between length and width to sort out what the length is. My length is now 36 plus 42, because my length is 42 more than my length. And so my length is 42 more than my width. So I add 36, my width, and 42, which is the difference between them. And I'm going to get 78. All right. And of course, those were feet in both occasions. All right. I hope that was helpful to you. We have a length of 78, a width of 36 on number 6. We have a width of 50 and a length of 94 on number 5.